wasn't working.
But not to worry, I've got this one down.
Okay, so I want this to be Alright, let me look on YouTube real quick. Okay, then let me pull up Twitch. Sorry, I realized I had my, could I? Options. Okay. And we're good. Alright, welcome back to what remains of Edith Finch. Let's get this shit started. Let's see what that did. I don't remember where we left off. Let me... Oh, I meant to... Options... Writing it out to there. Okay, there we go. Oh, I know this part.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Looks like the back of Godzilla over there.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
I think I see what I'm doing. It looks so, like, dull. It looks weird on my end, because everything
I thought
looks
maybe
all,
she
like,
was hiding presents.
purpley.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Am I pregnant? Oh. Makes it feel like he's staring out into a beautiful view.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive the week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting.
2000 and March?
I have to leave. Well, I still can.
March 4, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 25. So it's no longer March, it's April 1st. That's today, it's April 1st.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
You got hit by a train?
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
So we've got Odin, Walter, Calvin, Barbara, Molly, and me, Edith. Only ones we need are Eddie, Sam, Don, Gus, Gregory Miller, and Lewis. So our personal mission is to get everybody.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Is the wall still
I don't want to make
broken?
the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else.
I thought this all had been abandoned.
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse
Yeah, 'cause look,
We made it real.
you got hit by a train, and then all this collapsed. Should I go the other way? Nope. Okay, I have to go this way. There's probably like a passageway this way that I can go or something. I mean, shit, we don't gotta worry about freaking trains or nothing. Oh, there's a path over here.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
We haven't explored the whole house yet, because look, they're still up there.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
There's still the babies, too.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and
Zerpy,
2 had been my
Lurpy,
fault.
Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy. Zoe, Coco, Tucker, Charlie, Daisy, Lucy, oh, hold on. Sorry, the music is like really loud in my ear. Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly, Calvin, Sven, Eddie. Born April 8th, 1917. That's a long ass time, dude. 1917 to 2010? That's 93 years. Walter, 1952 to 2005. Barbara Finch, 44 to 60. How old is Edith? Oh, there's more up here.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Look, there's
She
the
could
old
see
house.
it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
could have gone around all that.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Sanjay, Kumar, Milton Finch.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did.
Finch.
I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant. I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Is there a light in here I can turn
Instead
on?
of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Okay, there's nothing over here I can look at.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Aw. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute, Dawn. Don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Let's see. Maybe.
There should be a deer, I think.
Or was it? It could have been.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
Ah, there it is. It's on the cliff.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Shoot, don't.
Now
Well,
keep
maybe
yourself
not.
squared up, elbows down, like we
Sorry,
practiced.
Peter.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh, I
Great
was
shot,
supposed to
Dawn.
hit it.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so-
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
The moment he was knocked off the cliff.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Okay, how do I go up now? There's gotta be like a... Because I've still gotta explore the rest of the house. What if I got them here? Or if there's more that I need to look at over here.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something. After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
I remember Gregory's, bro. Oh, it was so sad. Gregory, Dawn.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Oh, that's cool.
father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that I
now
remembered.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
You must have got crushed. That's sad.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
What happened to Dawn? This is the sad one. Hold on. A lawsuit has... I want to read it. A lawsuit has been filed against you. You have 20 calendar days this summer in service of your file written response to attach compliant petitions with the clerk of the court located at 357 Clerk Court Street, Friday Harbor, Washington 98250. A phone call will not protect you. Your written response includes the case number given above, and the names of the parties must be filled if you want. If you do not file a response at the time, you may lose the case, and your wages, money, and property may be taken thereafter, without further warning from the court. There are other legal requirements. You may want to call an attorney right away. If you do not know an attorney, if you didn't know, you may call an attorney referral service or a legal aid office listed in the phone book. If you choose to file a written response yourself at the same time you file your written response to the court, you must also mail or take a copy of a written response to the party serving this to the court. You must also mail or take a copy of a written response to the party serving this summons at 22 Main Street, East Sound, Washington 32778. Another what?
Does Andrew need it? Yeah, you can use this one. Give me a second. I'm done using it. It's plugged into the wall somewhere. It's right here. East Sound, Washington 32778.
Circuit Court Office. You may review these documents upon request. You must keep the clerk or the Circuit Court Office notified of your current address. You may file a notice court address on record at the clerk's office. Warning, Rule 12.285 Washington Family Law Rules of Procedures requires certain automatic disclosure of documents and information. Failure to comply can result in sanctions, including dismissal or striking a pleading. The Circuit Court of the 5th Judicial Circuit in and for Orcas Island, Washington. The marriage of Kay Catlin and Sam Finch. Divorce.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Oh, I'm controlling the frog.
Bend over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like. He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
Oh, hold on, I didn't know what I was supposed to do.
I know how silly it sounds. That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. Hey, there's so much I don't understand about Gregory.
Oh, I'm the frog.
About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
That's fucking sad. Alright, so we just need Dawn, Milton, and Lewis. And we're Dawn, Lewin, Milton, and Eddie.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Fly to India. 1987 on the 17th. No, that's 10, 11, 12. So on the 11th. Hold on. The third, copy passport for volunteer center. Meet with retrieve rep. After school teaching. Don't know what happened the 7th, 8th, and 9th. The 10th, she didn't do anything. The 11th, she pat. 10 ways to teach critical thinking.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
So wait. She died in 2016? Damn. So wait, can I go back up there and look around somewhere? I want to see what else is up here. If there's anything else I can look at or anything I missed. I want to be thorough because I've seen the gameplay for this and I've seen a lot of people miss stuff. Is there anything? Oh, I can just climb back down this way. That's cool. But no, there's nothing up here that I missed. Ah, shit, my phone. I have no idea what I hit, but okay. Where the fuck is, oh, here we go. Dude, I don't, what? Oh, wait, hold on. Race flag, 7:30 a.m. Breakfast, 8 a.m. Quiet time, 11 p.m. Dawn, sweep trash, Gus, mop, mow yard, Greg, be a baby. Routine, jump rope, times 100 jumping jacks, 180 times. Push-ups, 100 times. What does that say? Oh, crunches, 100. Run to mailbox and back. Wow. Okay. I don't remember where to go after this. Do I go back this way? Or... Is that in here I can check out? Probably not, actually. It's gotta be, like, one of these lockers or something. Oh, the door's shut. Ah, so I do have to go back that way. I want to know how we get the thing for Dawn, or do you just not? I don't know. Jesus Christ, this is... I would hate to have to, like, crawl through this house. Especially, like, trying to get places. It seems like a maze, and I'm not for that. What about... Nope, that door's closed too. There's gotta be another way. Like the window. No? Can I walk to the other side of the house? Is there anything over here? What if I just... Oh, you can't even... My question is, how do you get up, like, up on the roof? Like, up there. Because that's where I need to go. Maybe there's, like, a hatch in the roof or something. Oh, there's stuff up there. I wonder if I can get up there or something. Or maybe through, like, here? I can't go back there. That would actually be the perfect place to, like, have a ladder to go, like, up there. It's hidden, so not everybody can go through it. It makes perfect sense, actually. To me, at least, it makes perfect sense. That's actually pretty cool, though. Having, like, a fireman's pole in your room. I can't read any of that, and it kind of sucks. Dude, fucking Gregory's story is... Damn. Wait, wasn't it... When did it become night? Like, did I not pay attention to the last video? There's that little... Oh. I full on missed the fact that there's a window up there. See, this is why you pay attention in games. You completely miss everything in your surroundings.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Well, I mean,
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Her soulmate was crushed.
And to see kids in the house again.
Edith, what were you growing? Probably marijuana. What is mint, thyme, sage, and basil? Thyme? That's thyme. Thyme? Thyme? I don't know how to English, bro.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Ow.
And for a while, things were good.
Oh, this is where they were taught school and stuff. Barbara, Gus, Molly, Sven, Sam, Calvin, Odin, Gregory. Louis rules. Can I shut the door? No? Alright, well...
But it didn't last.
Observation, question, research, hypothesis, experiment, data, and conclusion. That does say conclusion. I have concluded that
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday.
I have
when Edie gave him a castle.
That it says conclusion.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
No, I don't. Where's this? Okay, we'll check that out afterwards. Let's look at the paintings. What's that? That's like a ring almost. Dude, these are cool paintings. Little dude was an artist. Oh, wow.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
That was cool. Alright, so we've got Milton. So we've got
I was full when
Lewis.
Milton disappeared.
Lewis, Sanji, and Dawn left. Oh, and Edie. So we've still got tons of people. Oh, we could have gone up and around.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Little dude ran away. He didn't want to. That's the door right there. That's the magic door that he painted. And then he painted his real door, and then he left. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna close my window. It's cold as hell in here. Is it raining? Huh. Alright, sorry about that. Let's continue. Let's continue. Wait. It's not controller based. You gotta climb through the window again.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Milton found a secret.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
I could go... Just... No, actually, could I go this way? Open it. They gave him a boat as a room.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar.
Ha ha ha!
That lived on.
You was smoking that puff puff pass, man. Is there ray tracing? Oh yeah, look, sorta. Dawn Finch.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
This is so hard to do.
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery.
Hold up. How do you... you go up here and then...
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something.
This is so hard to do.
Every day his imagination grew stronger.
It's like... Hold up. I've noticed everywhere in the game
he no longer
like,
spoke at the cannery.
They put hints of the cannery in there. Like the fish blocking the way, its head getting chopped off. The fish under the bridge, its head getting chopped off. Oh, where am I going? I think I need to go this way.
But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination.
Well, yeah, you know.
So he could do whatever he wished.
Exactly.
He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Easily.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
Oh shit, I'm barely paying attention to that side. I am
In
shopping
Louisburg,
fish, bro.
He heard rumors of a...
You know what? Everyone always goes down the handsome queen, so we'll
Beautiful
do
prince.
Beautiful prince.
The prince was on his own quest for...
Radiant rainbows or sinister serpent. We'll do radiant rainbows. Why not? I know.
Radiant rainbows.
Shit. I was gonna do the other one. Whatever. I mean, it kind of matches though.
He followed the sound of his...
Silver harp. Give me the fish, bro.
silver harp.
Trying to do my job and not pay attention. I guess I'm supposed to hit all the notes.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
I was trying to only get the face
Even
of it off.
then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Dude, I'm getting quick with it.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
That's what he looks like? That's what Louis looks like.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Imperial Palace, Orcas Island, 389 Storecrop Avenue, Orcas Island, Washington. Order
Began
today.
to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Louis, the cannery worker. began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Wait, what does he look like?
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
You let him get too far, man.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
You let him get too far, man.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Calico? Where's the cat? The handsome prince.
His prince waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
See, that's clearly a guillotine.
Wait a minute. So, was he suicidal then? 'Cause
that would mean that he didn't want to continue on living.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
He killed himself. My sincere condolences, Dr. Emily Nuth. Nuth? What's going on? What's going on?
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Yeah, man, ripping the bong. Hell yeah. I could go out this way again. And then go down and then go up. No, I was trying to... Brother, I was trying to turn around. I didn't realize you couldn't see my face. Okay, there we go. I didn't realize my face was covering, or the tag was covering my face. Setting, let's see. Alright, now I turn around and actually I want to see what's up this way first. Let's see what goes up this way. Nothing. Sweet, everyone who died, their room ends up getting sealed off cause what? I mean, I can tell this, you know, you don't want anybody smoking his futuristic looking bong or using his stuff. I get that, you know. But what about everybody else? Why does their rooms get shut off?
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
And this...
I wish we'd stayed.
Our... Packing peanuts!
But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Happy 90th birthday, Edie.
What happened that night had been coming.
Wait, I just called her Eddie. Oh no, it is Eddie. There's Eddie, Walter, Sam, Calvin, Barbara, Molly, Gregory, Gus, Dawn, Edith. No, that's Edie. I think it's just
For a
spelled
long
wrong.
time. Maybe
So,
I should have come sooner.
somebody slept down there. So this wasn't only our room. So it was us and...
But it had to end one way or another.
Cause, yep. So
All
somebody
that's
was...
left now was to tell you about that last night.
Edith Finch.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word.
Didn't say shit.
Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right.
Damn.
We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
She really just
Edith,
said,
you're
we
excused.
have to argue. Damn, what was she eating in that bowl of spaghetti hose? And
the power
hog
had been
plate.
shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Oh, you just gotta open it and continue holding the button. You should have shut it behind you, that way she couldn't find you.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
Somebody slept in
Edith
here?
has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
I can't see nothing. I'm blind.
I started seeing things.
Dear. Oh dear. Where's the red light? Alright, well, we'll look at the
Things
ground.
I'd forgotten had ever existed.
A lump.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Oh, a chair. Yep, your old house came back.
Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
What a bitch.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
I've got a cast.
We both tried to make the best of it.
That's not a cast, actually. That's one of those armband things.
A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while.
Oh, I'm gonna grab your hand. No, I'm not. Fuck you. I'm gonna grab your hand.
And then she didn't. And then I was alone.
And one day,
The last Finch left alive.
one day there will be no more Finches left alive. I'm kidding.
Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
True. That's life. What is that? Oh, is this the birthing canal?
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself.
So this is supposed to be the birthing
I guess
canal?
if you're reading this
I'm
now,
scared.
things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Ian Dallas, Joshua Sephardi, Chelsea Hash, Brandon Marty Nowit. I have no idea how to Marty now. Chris Bell. with the
with this, I'm just gonna watch. I'm gonna watch and I guess give commentary on. Which, by the way, this has been going in the background the whole time. This. How long are the credits? Jesus Lord, man. So long. I want to play more short games like this, more like tearjerkers like this. I have a love for like small little games like What Remains of Edith Finch and the anthology story. (2012 to 2017). The End. TEITAHN. Okay, that's gonna do it for this broadcast, though. I'll be doing a Minecraft, or not Minecraft, probably either Minecraft Call of Duty, or Elden Ring stream later. I'll see you guys later.